And good morning, VDL. Beautiful, brisk, cool day here in the Vail Valley. I'm Cameron Morgan, and I'm here in Vail. See the beautifully groomed slopes behind me. We've got a heck of a show for you today. We're going to talk about real estate. We're going to talk about the caricaturists in Beaver Creek. I'm Cameron. I'm here in Vail. Ken Hovey's in Beaver Creek, and we've got Tricia Swenson in the studio getting you started and ready for the day. Let's go.
It's winter and we are back. VDL streams everywhere.
On the mountain, off the mountain.
On every screen.
On Facebook, YouTube.
On Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Spotify.
And now, we're on Outside TV 17.
Live and on demand, 7 days a week.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show today. It is Thursday, the 13th of January, almost halfway through the month, the first month of 2022. Thanks for joining us bright and early on this kind of chilly morning. You know, I'm not saying it's too bad, but the guys are outside. They'll let us know what it feels like. We have Ken Hovey over in Beaver Creek, Cameron Morgan in Vail Village, so we'll be checking in with them all throughout the show to give you details on how to spend your day. And first, let's get to the weather. And we've got the weather brought to you by Outlets at Silverthorne, Elevated Savings. If you're taking a day off from the slopes, you could always hop on over there. It's just about 30 minutes away from Vail, exit 205. The outlets are on both sides of the interstate of I-70. But temperature-wise this morning, we're looking at the teens throughout Eagle County, except down in Eagle. They're seeing 4 degrees, so a little bit of an inversion going on. We've got nearly 20 in Vail, Edwards at 10, Avon at 16. But we're going to see sunshine for today. A beautiful morning. You could see the sun starting to crest over the mountains today. So we'll see a little bit of building clouds throughout the day. And then east winds, not too bad at all. Pretty calm. And tonight, those clouds start to build as we move into our Friday. Now, Friday, we're going to see a chance of snow showers mainly after 11 a.m. And then we'll have the wind out of the northwest, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation, though, is up to 90%, but not a lot of accumulation out of this. In fact, when we check in with OpenSnow.com, it's been reduced down to 2 inches. Yesterday, we were at 4 inches. Now we're at 2. So a high probability of snow, but not a lot of snow associated with this system for Vail. And we could maybe just see not a lot of activity down valley either. It might be more closer to the higher ranges. But for Friday night, 20% of those showers lingering. And then for Saturday, we're going to see the sunshine return. For our holiday weekend, we have Martin Luther King Jr. weekend this weekend. We just wrapped up the holidays. We've got another holiday weekend. So expect the traffic to be increased coming up probably even later today, tomorrow, and going back on Monday. So that's a quick look at the weather. Terrain report, we did open up portions of Blue Sky Basin. So we have the Skyline Express open for you, bringing us to 23 out of 33 lifts, and about 77% of the terrain open over at Vail. No new snow to report in the last 24 hours. Lifts open at 8:30 at Vail. They close at 3:30, but the Back Bowls and Blue Sky Basin close a little bit earlier. So make your way out there first, and then head on back to the front side at the end of the day. Over at Beaver Creek, big news. We opened up the brand new 250 acres called McCoy Park. This is just such a cool area, such a different area. We've seen it. We've seen it from Mamie's Deck. We've seen it from the Nordic area. But the McCoy Park expansion is giving us 2 new chairlifts, 17 new trails. And we've got a warming hut called the Eaton House up there as well. So that's the big news over at the Beeve, is that they've opened this area for you. And last night I saw the groomers coming down Arrowhead. So I think we're getting more areas groomed for you. So should be a beautiful day to get out there. But don't take it from me. Let's go out to our remote host. And who should we go to first? Oh, we got everybody. Okay, perfect. Oh, Ken is still dancing. We did our pump up song. And Ken, you picked it. What was it?
I'm doing it to the viewers. You're going to have this song in your mind all day long. I like the nightlife. I like, what is, oh no, I love the nightlife. I love the nightlife. I like to boogie. I like to disco. Ah!
What a way to start your day.
That was our song this morning.
It was.
Little 70s.
It was.
Studio 54, or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Area 51. Hey, Cameron, how are you over there, man? Cameron, are you as cold as I am right now?
Ken, it is brisk this morning. My nose is cold. Hey, but I tell you what, I got the mittens, so my fingers they're having a little hot tub party inside there, so they're not too bad.
You know what? This is one of the dilemmas that we run into if you work multiple jobs, is that you leave your ski gear everywhere. And my mittens are in Vail with the rest of my gear from snow split boarding up Vail the other day. And these are my backup gloves. I'm jealous of the hot tub party going on. And to our viewers, if you wonder what we're talking about, when you wear mittens, your fingers are all together in there. It's like a 5-person party. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah. You guys, when I went to the McCoy Park opening, because we did the show 7:30 to 8:30, and then I went and got my ski boots on, and then I got on the lift at 9. Strawberry Park went up, and then at 9:30 was the ribbon drop, or the ribbon cutting. So I was out there for hours, but I brought out the mittens. I had the hand warmers in there. So I planned ahead. You know, this isn't our first rodeo. We know how to keep our hands warm.
Cameron, did you know that Trisha, like, if you just want to learn everything about Eagle County and like how to dress appropriately, not only fashionable, but appropriately, every detail, she is a walking thesaurus. This is who you tune into.
Trisha knows it. And she knows how to tell you how to do it, too. I mean, a walking encyclopedia, a walking thesaurus. She knows it all, got it all. And, hey, she's doing it every day here for us on VDL.
No, well, okay. Well, thank you very much, y'all. Okay, so, Ken, guess what? It's Thursday Night Lights going on. Did your kids do this when they were younger?
They did. Trisha, this is that awkward moment where everyone gets off the bus and they think I'm just trying to be an influencer. They are all on their way to work. Yeah. Good morning,
Ken,
everyone.
let's be honest. You are trying to be an influencer. You just came out
It's
with
that
a
awkward
company
moment
called
when people go by and they see you. I know, thank you very much, Emma. They see you talking to your cell phone. So we'll let them pass by.
I know. It's that awkward moment when you don't have a camera person. You're like, hi, yeah. I just reported it to myself.
Weird guy and you know what? I'm going to show you this just so all of our viewers can understand why I feel so awkward about these moments. I'm going to show you what it looks like, what I'm looking at right now. I can do this because I just put my camera and reversed it. So there's our program.
Cool. Hello.
Right, there it is. And then look, can you see it? It's just on a ski rack.
Oh yeah. So you've got your little, your flexible little tripod there.
So then the buses come by. Here comes another bus. Watch, this will be like the craziest moment. We can watch it in multi-dimensional. You can actually see the people walking toward me. Can you see that? Go full screen, Emma. Go full screen. Ready? Just share this with our viewers.
She's gonna. Okay, there they are.
There's people walking
Wave.
by.
Yep, there they are walking by.
Hi, good morning. They're like, this guy is really on drugs.
You should talk to somebody. Well, they probably don't want to be late. We can't make them.
Well, they all got and you know what? They have their masks on. I feel bad for them this morning. Once you're outside, you don't have to wear them. There's what I'm looking at.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So, what was your question, Trisha?
You know what? Thursday Night Lights. Okay, we're bringing that back. So
my kids did. I know. I never let them do it. Okay, they're gone. I can talk now. I never had them do it because usually I was 4 martinis deep on that. But we loved watching it.
Yes.
It was great. You know, everyone's excited, and it is the number one thing your kids ask. You know, can we do that, Dad? No.
Yes. Tell them yes. Especially right now because it gets dark early enough that you're not really waiting that much longer. The slopes close at 4 at Beaver Creek. Maybe come down early, get the chocolate chip cookie, go back up, and then maybe go to Powder 8 Kitchen and Tap. Maybe take them ice skating. Maybe take them to the Chop House. But and then you're gonna go over to Children's Ski School. Register. It's free. Just gotta sign the waiver and get the glow wands, the glow sticks. And then Cameron, have you ever seen this? It's so cool. All the kids and the instructors and ski school personnel load up Hay Meadow Express, and then they come down, and then there's fireworks.
Trisha,
the fireworks.
There's families out there that want to adopt Trisha to be their aunt.
I know. I'm the aunt all over the place.
Instead of having a babysitter, you just hire an aunt. And that aunt is Tricia. And Aunt Tricia will take you everywhere, Cameron. I hope you're picking up on it.
I have taken all my friends' kids up. Like, they're tired, their feet hurt from the ski boots, and I'm like, whatever, I'll bring up the kids. But that's great. So we got Thursday Night Lights tonight, the fireworks, and so you could just bring the whole family. You need to be a level 5 skier or rider or above, because it is dark, and you are going to be following in the serpentine motion. But yeah, hey Cameron, we could get you up there someday. You know, you could be a participant.
Cameron, are you a level 5 skier yet?
Are you a level 5 skier yet?
Define level 5 skier, because I think so, but I'm not sure.
Okay, well, you know, you're matching the skis. You have good control. You can, you know.
Control, maybe. Matching the skis sometimes. Having a great time always.
I love it. I say it all the time. You don't have to be a good skier to have fun. It's unlike golf, where when you are bad at golf, you know it, and so does everybody else.
Yeah, but wait, Tricia. You being a bad skier can make it suck for other people.
Oh,
okay?
Yes, you need to follow the rules, and you need to.
Your buddies that are like, dude, you're like, oh, I forgot my boots. Oh, you guys go on without me. Or the people like that use crashing as their method of stopping.
Yeah.
We know those people.
We don't want that. We don't, and don't have your kids do that.
With Cameron, though. I want to go with Cameron. Cameron, do you know that when you took this job, that they hired you to stand there and smile and just say a few words while Tricia and I just talk endlessly every morning?
I'm actually really thankful that that's my role here.
You're doing a great job at it. We love having you. Good to have you.
Okay.
Tate, I'm gonna cut because I got to get going. And
yeah.
Dang it! Here comes another bus.
Yeah, well, you know what, Ken? Why don't we let you go so you don't have to be embarrassed looking like an influencer?
We are going to head up to the base of Beaver Creek. Got an interview coming up with Ken. He's one of the caricaturists. He draws them here in Beaver Creek. He's been at the Park Hyatt for years. We'll have one from him. And then also I'll get to talk with Rachel with the Beaver Creek Resort Company to find out a little bit more on new terrain, things that are happening. Of course, this weekend, a very important one, Martin Luther King Jr. weekend, celebration of an incredible man and civil rights activist. And I know so many people get hung up on, it's another 3-day weekend, but I think it just reminds us, let's treat everybody as equals. Let's be cool to people equally, and also to the people that aren't so cool, we can all be mean to those people. How's that?
Equal.
Like if you run into uncool people, just Heisman. Haters. Block the haters.
Totally. Okay. All right, Ken, we're going to let you go. Cameron, I know you've got an interview with Jeffrey Morgan, no relation to Cameron Morgan, but yeah, you guys will be talking as well. So, all right, we're going to get things going for everybody. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have headlines, road report, and so much more.
You deserve more from your steak. You deserve the only steak that's guaranteed to be perfect every single time. At Omaha Steaks, we're delivering old school quality with a now school mentality. That means aging every steak for tenderness, carefully hand carving, and obsessing over every last detail, so you never second guess a single bite. For a limited time, get the best quality at the best value during our 50% off sale. Visit omahasteaks.com today. You deserve this.
we are back. I want to give you headlines today made it for Thursday, the 13th of January, and a beautiful cover shot. You can look out towards the Gore Range. The sun just splashes the Gore Range after a storm clears on Saturday, as seen from Beaver Creek. Dry weather is forecasted for most of the week, except for your Friday, and we'll talk about that in the weather later on. But that's Chris Dillman from the Vail Daily who put that together. Headlines in today's paper: keeping the forest clean. County-funded front country ranger program makes the backcountry a little better for everyone in 2021 by picking up nearly 4,000 pounds of trash. So you can look at more about what this big cleanup means and how you can be a part of it on page A3. Also in today's local and regional news, crude awakening. Trains will carry waxy crude oil through Colorado every day after Utah approves a new railway. More on that with Jason Blevins from the Colorado Sun on page A2. Also in today's news, state agencies audit Mine Springs Health. State investigators coming to offices in western Colorado this week to review files and financial documents. More on that on page 4. And in the sports and outdoors section, current and former ski and snowboard club Vail athletes farewell. You can learn about how they did in the past weekend's competitions on page 826. You can learn a little bit about how Vail Yeti swept the Fire Department New York hockey team at home over the weekend, and you can get details on how you can register for the Arrowhead Uphill and Skimo race coming up next weekend. All those details and more can be found in the Vail Daily today. Pick up your free copy, newspaper dispensers from East Vail all the way down to Dotsero, or you can always just go online, vaildaily.com. We'll give you these details, archive stories, road alerts, and a lot more. And speaking of the roads, we've been looking pretty good this week. We did have a closure to get a vehicle extracted earlier this week, but right now you can see really no snow on the roads. No, there could be still some ice and some hard-packed snow on the side streets, but our interstates are looking pretty good. Now, tomorrow, with that storm coming through, like we said, there's not going to be a lot of precipitation out of this in the form of snow. Maybe about an inch possible is what Open Snow is calling for, as well as the National Weather Service. But it always is a good reminder to slow down and to allow plenty of distance between you and the vehicles ahead of you, just to give you that reaction time, especially throughout areas like Dow Junction, going up and down Vail Pass, from Copper to Frisco, Officers Gulch area, and from Eagle to here, those S-turns near Walcott. So those are some of the tricky areas that always get hung up with traffic incidents when we do see a storm coming through. But so that's a look at the headlines and your traffic. Want to thank Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea for this report today. I've got some tea today going on. I'll have to see if maybe Ken is going to stop by their location in Beaver Creek, and then their other location, their original, is over in Minturn. All right, let's take it out to Cameron. He is staying by in Vail, and let's see where he made his way. Oh, you're out on Bridge Street. All right, what's going on? What's the vibe down there?
We got folks heading into work. Kind of the same kind of vibe over here as it is over for Ken at Beaver Creek. Folks are getting off the buses here at the Transportation Center, walking down through Bridge Street up to the gondolas and the other lifts that they'll be working today. So things are happening. You might be able to hear a few birds overhead. So we're out in the wilderness a little bit, if you will. But yeah, it's a beautiful, brisk morning here in Vail.
All right. Hey, have you seen any pigeons? Because yesterday Ashley was showing us the pigeons.
There's like 15 of them on this rooftop over here. I think that's the top of
the mountain house.
That hotel is that has the George in it.
Yeah, the mountain house. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then there's a little construction going on behind you too, right? Looks like
a little bit. We've got I think some trash removal and things coming up. Let's see if I can rotate just a smidge here. You can see them. They're throwing out some old sheetrock, and there's a lot of plastic up there. So they're renovating there above Kimosabe, the new Kimosabe building, or Kimosabe store, just above the 10th Mountain whiskey tasting area.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of things happening.
Lots of good. And I see that banner behind you, Yeti Hockey. That's in the paper today. That they beat FTNY Fire Department New York last week. Both games they won. So kind of cool to see their banner up and everything. So yeah, if you're looking for hockey, they've got a lot of games on Saturdays and Sundays for the next several weeks. So that could be fun to check out. So
the kind of B-roll commercial that we run sometimes for Vail Yeti. It looks intense. Like, those guys are good.
Yeah. Well, a lot of these guys played D1 hockey or also played, maybe even semi-pro, some pro as well. Last week, they flew in a couple of guys from Ferris State that used to skate with Dom Panetta. So they were bringing in the heavy hitters when New York came in. So, but kind of fun to see. But Cameron, we've got LIV's opening at 8:30, so we're going to let you keep on going. We got to get going on with the show because we've got the Eagle Valley Library District that I had a chance to check in with Ken Harvey. Let's learn more.
I know that it is the middle of winter while we record this, thus we're bundled up, but pretty soon spring is going to be in the air and road trips. And I have learned that one of the best ways to eat up some time on a road trip is by listening to a book. Tegan Davis here with Eagle Public Library has more. This is a really cool service. I think of the library, I think of checking them out. You guys actually, I could take the book with me in my car.
You can, and you don't have to, if you don't have a CD player anymore in your car, you can also, you can download it onto your device and play it that way. So we do have
How does it work here?
All right, so we have, obviously we have the physical copies, so you can check out a book, you can check out audiobooks. I always recommend checking out multiple audiobooks just in case you don't like the reader or you don't like the story. You can switch it up, especially if you're on a long road trip.
So you can just download it to your device, stream it to your phone. For your phone I'd have to get my kids to help me out on some of the technology on this, but is it pretty easy to do?
It's pretty easy, and if you get stuck, come on in and we'll help you out. So bring your device and we're happy to help.
This is a really great option because, I mean, buying books can get expensive.
Yes.
I know that you can come in here and get books with your library card, but sometimes you might come in and there's not enough copies. This way you could just download it and take it with you.
Yes, so so you can download our ebooks or our audiobooks, and we just received a grant from the American Rescue Plan Act. And so what we're using that grant funding for is to beef up our ebook and e-audio collection. So we heard from our patrons, and they want a more broad ebook and audio book selection, as well as more bestsellers. So we're using this funding to kind of help those who are still staying home or are streaming to help bridge that digital divide in the COVID pandemic. And
to my understanding, there's been a dramatic increase in the use of the library since the pandemic has hit. Tell us about that.
So we saw a 25 increase on ebooks and e-audiobooks alone. So we went from about 30K checkouts to 50. So everyone was kind of hopping on and using our services in their own home.
That is just a huge amount, and it continues. I think that, we've seen a deviation in society. We were all kind of going like this, and then all of a sudden this dramatic turn, and you guys are staying kind of ahead of the curve and forecasting what's going to happen. Yeah, and being prepared for that. What are the most popular services that you find here?
I think it just kind of, it just depends on your flavor. So, I mean, we have people who are ebook, e-audiobook all the time. They don't want a hardcover ever again. And then we have people who miss the hardcovers. They miss the pages, and they really want to have that physical copy.
Sure.
So they want to sit out in the park with a physical copy and not worry about the glare, or their home devices have changed, and so in order for them to still connect with the library, they do need to download, and they do need to use some of our more online services.
It is also that time of year that it's nice to sit by the fire with an actual book. But my question is, are Kindles considered old school now?
No.
Okay.
You can still use your Kindle Fire, or you can use a paperweight, and you can still get books from the library using your Kindle.
Does anybody show up and surprise you with technology that you've never heard of?
Yes, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they bring it in and they're like, help, and we're like, okay. And so we learn with them, and it's really fun. I learn something new every day. I love it.
I've also noticed everybody here at the library is so nice.
Yes. Shush is a 4-letter word. So we do have our quiet zones, we have our Zen zones, but we also have more active zones because we know kids are going to be kids, teens are going to be teens. Yeah. So we give them that space to do that.
The Zen zone, I love it.
Yeah.
To learn more, to go on the website and to download these, how do I do that?
evld.org, and if you have any questions or you need help on your device, just give us a holler.
In the extraordinary,
we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your LIV tickets today.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, where the locals locker.
Let's go. I'll lead you, follow. There's nowhere we can't wander. I know you hear it call to.
All right, we are back and want to give you some details on our weather, the mountain report. We did open some new terrain up on Vail Mountain. So let's get to your weather first. This weather mountain report is brought to you by LIV Sotheby's International Realty. Contact one of their broker professionals today to help you live the life you love. Now today we'll see some sunshine, but some clouds will be coming through as well. Temperatures will be pretty mild once we get out of the morning. We'll see highs into the 40s. Right now we're in the teens, even colder down valley. When I last checked, it was 4 degrees in Eagle. So a little bit of that inversion going on again. You can see the sun just starting to hit the upper left-hand part of your screen there. So once that gets a little higher in the sky and reaches the valley floor, we'll be warmed up. And our high today, probably the warmest day of the week, 44 degrees. We'll have 23 overnight. We'll have a little bit of cloud cover. So clouds will start building throughout the day. And then tomorrow we have quite a big chance of snow. According to the National Weather Service, a 90% chance of snow. But according to OpenSnow.com, not much snow out of the system, maybe 1 to 2 inches. And so that's what that's looking like. And then we want to mention that we are at 77% open on Vail Mountain with the addition of Skyline Express, Blue Sky Basin. Portions of Blue Sky opened up this last Sunday. 23 lifts out of 33 right now. And then McCoy Park, that's the big news this week over at Beaver Creek. But speaking of Beaver Creek, let's take it out to Ken Hovey real quick to find out where he's at right now. All right, Ken.
Well, hey, good morning, Tricia. You know, one of the most popular things to do at Beaver Creek is to go get that morning look at the mountain. And through the convenience of Beaver Creek, you know, heated sidewalks, escalators that take you up to the lift, and then those free chocolate chip cookies every afternoon. We'll just take viewers up with us this morning and show them Beaver Creek. The fresh air is, yeah, look at it. Doesn't it look good? There's a fire pit going. All the kids that are going to ski school today have their skis out there. The employees getting Hay Meadow Express and the lifts going this morning, getting those fired up. And the other thing, Tricia, you can see a significant amount of snowmaking right there.
Yep, they're still making the snow.
They've got the guns firing. The temperatures are cold up here. If you're bringing your kids to ski school today, it's the day to put the other extra layers on. But according to that forecast, a lot of sunshine today, and then the clouds building and a couple inches of snow possibly throughout tomorrow. All right, Tricia, I'm going to head over, meet up with Ken Carpenter, the caricaturist, find out what he came up with for drawings and where he's going to be located. But Tricia, I had a question for you, and I'll give mine. My question to you is, what is like the one piece of advice you would give a parent that is bringing their kids to ski school? And I'll start it off. You can take it away on this one while I walk. But mine, don't visit your kids.
Oh, that was
during
mine.
the day.
That was mine.
What?
That was mine. Okay.
Well, we can do it together. We'll do it together.
Okay.
Don't visit your kids during ski school because they're having the best day ever. And as soon as they see you, the day is like over and they're ready to go. Right?
Oh, a game over. Okay, I was a children's ski school instructor right there at that very spot. We'd be having a fun time. You know, maybe they were a little scared at the beginning, and we got them to go and have a great time. But yeah, you come and you're like, hey, da da da. Oh, crumbles, just like cookie crumbles. They just crumble
They're
to the
ready to
ground.
go.
Do not visit them until the day is done and you sign them out, and then get some hot chocolate.
And then here's the other one. Tip the instructor, because they don't make a whole lot.
Yes,
Right?
please.
Don't just give them $5 and say, go have a beer on me. You can't buy a beer for $5 here at Beaver Creek, okay? If you can, you like got the ultimate local secret. So yes, there's our advice to you. Don't go visit your kids. And heck, mom and dad, you're here on vacation. You don't have to ski all day. You got that nice slope side room. Put it to use. All right, I'm going to go over to talk to Ken Carpenter.
All right, hey, we got to go over to Vail. We've got Cameron Morgan with Jeffrey Morgan, the Morgan brothers. Let's bring them in. Jeffrey Morgan is with LIV Sotheby's International Realty, and they're standing by in Vail Village. Let's take a look.
Hi, Tricia. Thanks so much. So I'm here, still on Bridge Street, just outside of LIV Sotheby's International Realty with my brother from another mother, same last name. He wears it so well, Jeffrey Morgan. Jeff, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, good morning. It's a nice brisk morning, isn't it?
Absolutely, it sure is. So Jeff, you've been in the Valley now just about 10 years. Tell us a bit about your story to get to the Valley and what have been like some of the highlights since you've been here.
Well, I came out to Denver and just saw the mountains, fell in love with them, and came up to Vail and understood that this is really where I wanted to end it up. And, in 10 years, I've experienced it all. So I like it all and wish I had more time to enjoy it a bit more.
Certainly. So Jeff is a realtor here with LIV Sotheby's International Realty, and understand you've got a really incredible property over in Cordillera. Why don't you tell me more about it?
It is 270-degree views of all the mountain ranges, west, east, north, south. You're really standing on top of the world. It is 8,000 square feet. It is a gorgeous property. Beautiful wood inlays of an actual compass on the entry floor that gives you the true directions of where you're, which is kind of cool. Open floor plan, and it's just really all that you can desire. Cordillera is a neighborhood that is 30 minutes away, but you know what? It really is another community, and it gives you a place to be and then come into these gorgeous ski resorts.
I love that. You may have seen there on the B-rolls the high vaulted ceilings. What are some other, like, a lot of people want, why should they come see this property? What's exciting about that?
Well, it sits on 5 acres, and so you have your own privacy, and you're surrounded by woods. This side of the summit in Cordillera has a little bit more trees, and it's a little bit more feel like you're in the mountains. So really the reason that I would be up there is quiet, privacy, and the views around you. That's for sure.
I love that. And you can see here this tour of just gorgeous place. Now tell me more about you mentioned off camera, things are going fast. You got to move quickly on things right now. What's happening in the market out here? What can people expect when they're looking to buy a home or to move out to the Valley?
Well, I love our community, and I love to introduce people to our community and get to know them and build a relationship. But that's been tough because honestly, it is a fast-paced market. And what we need to do is, if you want something today and you want to be part of this lifestyle, you got to move and you got to really put your finger down on what you want and go forward. But I welcome everybody to the community. It's just a little tougher to get into it today. So
certainly is.
We've got a great group now here, and more to come.
I love that. Well, we'll be checking in with Jeff next week, hopefully on-site at a property. But Jeff, anything else to add before we go?
Come here, enjoy what we have, and appreciate everything that us as locals love.
Absolutely. If you want to check out more about that property, which you saw, 86 Jackson's Path, over in Cordillera, you can find that on luxcordillera.com. Again, Jeff from LIV Sotheby's International Realty, thanks so much for joining me, and we'll check back in with you next week.
Cheers. Have a great morning.
Back to you, Tricia.
All right, thanks, Cameron. Yeah, great to see Jeffrey Morgan out there. And what a beautiful spot, especially when you think about Cordillera in the summer. And they've got all those golf courses as well. And in the winter, equally as beautiful, some cross-country skiing and some great trails up from some of those Cordillera properties as well. And as Jeffrey mentioned, you do need to move pretty quickly these days. The real estate market is hot. I think 2021 is going to surpass 2020 as as far as sales, that was just in the paper yesterday. So if you're thinking about making be more of a permanent home, maybe not full-time, but at least part-time, yeah, make sure that you stop in and visit Jeffrey Morgan over at LIV Sotheby's International Realty. We're going to take it to a break. We still got more details on our caricaturist, Ken Carpenter, up at Beaver Creek, and Rachel Levitsky is going to give us details on a party they're throwing tomorrow.
Start the new year out right with Nap Harvest. Mushrooms have been named the top ingredient of the year by the New York Times, and we have them in all shapes and sizes. Honey continues to be a hot topic for health, so stock up with Nap's nectars. Nap Harvest, your indoor farmers market, open 7 days a week.
Get more information at VailYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
Xterra, apparel for your active lifestyle. Visit xterraplanet.com today. Enter the promo code CHECK20 at checkout for an extra 20% off regularly priced merchandise.
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
Good morning, everyone. If you're just joining us, we're going to give you your first weather of the day. I'm Trisha Swenson with VDL, and we're going to see sunshine this morning, pretty much clear skies, but the clouds will be building off and on throughout the day. Here's a look at the West Vail exit. You can see the traffic is flowing smoothly, and tomorrow that could be a different story. We do have a storm that'll be coming through, but there's not a lot of snow associated with this. We do have a 90% chance of precipitation according to the National Weather Service, but according to OpenSnow.com, maybe just 2 inches, 3 inches out of this throughout a Friday. And then as we move into Saturday, it's going to be nice. So we'll see a pretty warm temperature today, highs in the 40s. And then for your Saturday, we'll see a daytime high right around 32, very typical for January. And then Sunday, more sunshine. And Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We do have a holiday weekend coming up. Sunny skies in the forecast for that, and highs right around the 30s, low 40s. And really no chance of precipitation once we get through Friday. So that's a quick look at the weather. And then our terrain report. No new snow to report in the last 24 hours, but we did get some more terrain open. They did open up Skyline Express. This is the main lift in Blue Sky Basin. So that brings us up to 23 lifts out of 33. And we have 77% of the terrain open in Vail. And then over at Beaver Creek, we did open the brand new McCoy Park. That's 250 acres. It has 2 lifts, servicing 17 runs. We have 14 beginner runs and then 3 intermediate runs. So this is a great place to go for your lower level skiers and riders. Very nice, gentle, rolling terrain, gladed terrain as well. Some is groomed, so some isn't. When we were out there on Monday, it was kind of fun because with all that recent snowfall and this place just opened, we were getting just a little bit of pow. It was a great time. And then the Eaton House, that's the warming hut that'll be at the top. They're going to be offering light snacks and chips and that sort of thing right now. They're just getting open. So right now they've got the sports drinks and the soft drinks in their coolers, but it's not an actual restaurant that has a big kitchen and fryer and grills and everything, but they will be getting, grab and go type of sandwiches and that sort of thing. And the view's absolutely beautiful. So you need to check it out. But let's bring it out to Ken. We just had the Morgans. Now we're going to have Ken and Hen. Ken Hovey is talking to Ken Carpenter, who we've known for a long time. Hi, good to see you, Ken.
Yeah. Tricia, that's exactly what we were just talking about, is how long I've known. How long have you been up here in Beaver Creek?
I started up here, I think, in 97, 98. When I began this project, the year they were building the ice rink and the VAR Center. So this, as many of you know, was a construction area, and they brought up a lot of entertainment, including myself, to have things for people to do here. And that's when I began, and it was just for the summer. And it was so successful that you remember Dana Delasco? Yeah, I was working with her, and I tossed the idea of doing it in the wintertime. And from that year on, I was here 5 days a week, summer and winter. I was working in hotels at the time.
And I want to tell our viewers right now, if you're not exactly sure what we're talking about that he does, I want to say a caricaturist.
Caricaturist. And
Caricaturist.
A lot of people say character or something like that, but the word is
caricaturist, and he is one of the best, and we're going to show you. Oh my gosh. And I personally have known Ken here at Beaver Creek, and this is like the only time I ever see you. I feel like you must have your own little apartment here. It's been like 25 years.
Oh yeah,
that I've seen you here. And it used to go back to the Park Hyatt, and you would be there for like an hour and a half, but there would be a line that would take like 4 hours, and you would make sure that every single person got their artwork done.
It was fun. Coming up here, I was reflecting on my time up here, and I thought maybe the question would come up if I was drawing people who are famous. And one night, I was working at the Charter that year. It was yours. And I had stepped away from my easel, and I had a sample on my easel. And I come back, and there's this man and his friend of his. They were looking at my easel real close, and like this. And I walk up, and I recognized him. He was Peter Max, the famous painter.
Famous, very famous painter. Passed away
recently.
Within the past 10 years.
And he was so nice, and I got to draw him and his friend. And
he was a Warhol, Andy Warhol stylist, or he was in that era.
Very, very vibrant colors. He was involved with the Beatles record covers.
Very cool. So, well, now Ken is up here once again, and we want to share a couple other things. We'll get to some drawings in a moment. Where are you now? Like, what if people want to get some of the drawings? Where are you located now? And what are you doing?
I'm here Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 4 to 6, right down below in a 10 by 10 tent. And it's been about a year and a half. I haven't been up here for one summer and one winter. And so when I began this season, I wasn't sure how busy I was going to be. And I've been quite surprised by how I come to the tent and there are people waiting for me, kind of a thing, and it's fun.
Show them why. Let's go through this. Now, Ken had the opportunity. We gave him a lot of time to work on some of us, and when I say a lot of time, we told him a few days ago, and I think he started like an hour and a half ago while he was getting ready, having breakfast, eating, and who do we have here?
Well, these are just samples, and what I'm doing here, I started out in Boulder as a street artist doing color, but here, because there's so many times, I do black and white, and I prefer black and white. So I just did a couple.
Is this? I'm going to have to guess on who some of these are.
No, these are nobody. These are. I just made them up.
If this is just made up, I want to say, Emma, this kind of has a snowboard look of you right there, ripping. Emma, one of our producers. I wanted to show this touch. I love that when people get them, it has the Beaver Creek right there on it, the little stamp.
Ken, you're saying that looks like me?
Emma. Emma's like, what?
A little bit. It looks a little too masculine for me.
No.
Hold it up again.
They're gender neutral.
Oh, okay.
But I want to say that this is before I use graphite to do the shading, and then you're a fisherman, so I just this morning literally just threw out an example of somebody.
I love it.
Catching the wrong thing here.
Hooking my shoe. And you know what? The only thing that's incorrect on this is that the head is too small. It needs to be just a little bit bigger. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, man. I love it. That is so cool.
I want to tell one more story if we had a chance. I told you.
Yes. And I'm going to grab the camera and show this. I'll move these out of the way. Now, you have to keep in mind that with Ken being an artist, he has so many artists that also stop by and see him. Well, to bring this up. Tell us about this.
Good introduction. This goes back many years before I was in Beaver Creek, but as I explained earlier, whatever profession it is, if you meet someone who's going to be a scientist or a musician, if you are in the career, you can get a good read on somebody if they're going to pursue it. And so many years ago, I was in Vail in the summertime, and this young man who was 13, sat down and asked me to draw him. And based on the questions that he asked me about art and the answers that he gave me, I had this real strong gut feeling that he was going to be an artist. And so fast forward 20 years or whatever it was, I'm in my office and I see his name and I Google it, and sure enough, he's an artist in New York City. He does these huge 4x8 oil painting stuff, avant-garde things. And so I sent him an email and I said, by any chance were you in Vail, Colorado on August 25th, 19 blah, blah, blah? He said, yes, that was me, and I still have the sketch.
Yeah, and what I wanted to show your easel, which, by the way, it's the same easel that he's had his entire career of 30 years, and he only lets the true people that he feels are going to be the best artists sign this. No one can just sign this.
Well, from that experience, this up here in Beaver Creek started several years ago. It was one summer. It was one summer, and I thought, yeah, very good. Yeah.
And you thought?
And I decided that since I meet young people, particularly, who express a real passion for art, that I began saying to them, well, would you like to sign my easel? And that there was the first one, then the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one. And now, I'll just hold this up real quickly. Like you can see,
I love it. The dates back to 2017,
1992.
His was 92.
So it's just, I became obsessed by this, and I don't let everybody do it, but if there's a young person particularly, that's I just love art and so forth, and I get that gut feeling that they're going to be an athlete or something like that. I say, well, would you like to sign this? And Stella and Katie and Landon, they've all signed it. So and then they come back. That's fun. They come back the next year.
My question is, do you ever have anybody that has absolutely no talent and you tell them they should get a job doing something else?
No, I haven't gone down that road quite yet.
I know, you're too good of a guy. You're too good of a guy. Trisha?
Okay.
It so makes me happy to see Ken.
I know. It's great. So Ken,
I've got something I want him to sign, Trisha.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Sign that one for me.
Oh, well, yes. I just happen to have a pen.
Thank you so much.
That's
Trisha,
perfect.
You've
Okay.
seen him for years. Have you had him draw you?
Oh, I think probably years ago, because I used to do, I bet you years ago, kind of when that ice rink was being built and the Villar. Yeah.
And we were neighbors.
Yeah, we used to be neighbors. So, okay.
And Trisha, the beautiful part is that I have actually at one time in my life caught my shoe. It's happened. Seriously. That's me on the that's me on the Eagle River. Good to see you, man.
Same here. And let's see. Oh yeah, I was wondering if there's another point that I wanted to mention, but no.
We got it.
See, we got it all. Yeah. So
Okay.
show up and.
All right.
Time
So,
for some Vail-
what afternoons? What afternoons are you at Beaver Creek again?
Yes, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 4 to 6.
Okay.
Good to have you.
Tuesday, Thursday,
Back to you,
Saturday,
Trisha.
4 to 6. Okay, they'll be there tonight. He'll be there from 4 to 6 this evening. Thanks, guys. Ken and Ken hanging out at Beaver Creek up there. And it is fun. It is fun to get your caricature. Maybe even do it every year. A lot of families come back year after year, and they keep those and see how the kids have changed. And parents, you can do the whole family. Put your dog in there as well. So pretty cool stuff. All right, we're going to take it to a break. We've got a lot more of the show left that we got to squeeze in the next couple minutes, so stay tuned.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your LIV tickets today.
Look your best with fashions from the outlets at Silverthorne. Mountains of brands to suit your style with savings up to 70% off every day. Don't forget to pick up a VIP savings card from the Colorado Welcome Center for even more discounts. Become an Elite Rewards member and earn amazing gifts. Outlets at Silverthorne, located 30 minutes east of Vail, exit 205 on I-70.
Maui Jim sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
Nap Harvest is your marketplace for locally produced products like seasonal organic produce, meats, eggs, dairy, breads, flowers, nap nectars, and more. It's the holidays, and Nap Harvest can help you with all the ingredients to make your holiday meals delicious. Or we have take and bake meals if you're in a rush. Nap Harvest has fabulous gift ideas for everyone on your gift list. Nap Harvest, your indoor farmers market, open 7 days a week in Eagle Ranch.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
All right, I want to give you one last look at the weather so you can plan your day. A little chilly this morning if you're taking the dog out for a walk and maybe go out for a little snowshoe or hit the slopes. We're in the teens still in Vail, but you can see that sun reaching the valley floor, at least on the northern side of the interstate. It'll head down to Vail Village where Cameron Morgan is in probably another 15, 20 minutes. But roads are looking good right now. We're going to see some sunshine today, but we will see the clouds start to build as we move into our next storm system. This is going to be coming on Friday. So Friday, according to the National Weather Service, a 90% chance of snow, but there's not a lot of snow associated with this. According to OpenSnow.com, maybe 2 inches at Beaver Creek, 3 inches over at Vail. So not a lot to, to get excited about, but we like snow no matter what amount we get. Now we have been able to, and we will see sunshine as we move into our holiday weekend. Martin Luther King Jr. weekend is this weekend. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Look at those temperatures, nice and warm in the 30s, upper 30s, and even the low 40s for your Monday. And good news, since we do have more people coming in for the holiday weekend, we've opened up more terrain on both Vail and Beaver Creek. So over at Vail, Skyline Express, that's the main lift that opens up Blue Sky Basin. So portions of Blue Sky Basin are open for you, bringing us to 23 lifts out of 33. And then over at Beaver Creek on Monday, they dropped the ropes, they cut the ribbon on the new McCoy Park Express lift, number 19, and the Reunion lift. So 2 new lifts accessing 250 acres. We have 17 runs in that location and a warming hut. So just a cool place to check out. Really good for the beginners and the lower level intermediates. But let's bring it out to Cameron right now. He's standing by in Vail Village. And Cameron, still, we got the shade down there. Across the interstate, we're warming up. We can see it hitting that part, but you're still in the shade. Hey, and we got a comment. So Rodney Travis is saying, Trisha has an excellent eye for talent. Cameron is great on VDL. So you're getting Rodney Travis's approval.
Ronnie, you flatter me. I really appreciate it.
All right. So what's happening down on Mountain Plaza?
So just here, I've made my way up.
Oh, we're freezing.
Just a smidge. Apology for that. Still hear me? I've made my way up Bridge Street now, just at the base of Gondola 1, and I'm right here in front of the grooming report, which I think is the best way to start your day here on the slopes. They just replaced the new sheets for the day, so they've got the latest and greatest in terms of grooming. So there are 93 groom trails today. So of the 245 trails that are open here on Vail, 93 are freshly groomed. And they've got the signature runs that are listed that are groomed. So I'm going to take you up a little bit closer here, just so we can see. So if we're here now looking at it, we've got in Lion's Head, the signature run, the signature groomed run of the day. Lodgepole. Vail Village, we've got Avanti down in Golden Peak, Northwoods, and over in the back bold Blue Sky Basin is the Slot. So we've got quite a few groomed runs for you. And what's really nice about this is you maybe just over on my left here, the QR code. So you can take the trail map with you. Otherwise, you can download the Epic Mix app and get all of that with you on the slopes. One key point, though, it's cold today, so your phone battery is going to die kind of quickly, like mine just did about 5 minutes ago. So make sure you've got a portable charger or something. Otherwise, your trail map is going to die with you.
Yeah, I know. You know what? My phone is, it's on its last legs, so mine dies by about 1:30, 2 o'clock, especially when it is colder. You do have to watch out for that. But you know what? It is good to take a look at some of the groomers. I like that you said Northwoods was groomed.
Correct.
Over by Chair 11. That's a favorite run of mine. And then the slot, that is groomed in the back bowls. So if you have some in your group that are just a little bit more intimidated, but they've got the skill level, it is kind of fun. They can go down the groomed part. You could still go down the part that's ungroomed and get that back bowl kind of feeling. So that's always good. And a lodge pole, that's a nice run. Those runs over by Chair 2, kind of between line set and Chair 2, lodge pole and pickeroon, those are great intermediate runs.
Absolutely. And I mentioned that about the phone dying just as kind of a funny aside. I will say, however, you know, don't be afraid to pull the bar down on the chairlift. They have the trail map there for you. Just make sure that you tell your companions on the lift that the bar is coming over.
Yes. That is part of the etiquette. You know, there's the code, the skier and rider's safety responsibility code on the trail maps that we grew up with. But the etiquette, you know, the alternating in line, announcing to your chairmates, the bar is coming down. That's a good one. So.
Yeah, nobody likes getting hit in the back of the head with the bar.
No. And that's why I think helmets are always good to wear, because in case you are doing something to your boot and that bar comes, at least you got a little protection out there. Hey, what's the line looking like? Anyone in line already? It's 3 minutes away.
It's looking pretty good. I'm gonna make my way just a smidge over here.
Okay.
So we're starting to get some folks. That's about three maze loops worth of folks. The lift wait time still only says about 4 minutes, so it'll move pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, folks are starting to get here. There wasn't any fresh snow overnight, but like I said, 93 groomed runs today, so plenty of action to be had.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? I like getting out there early. I like, if there's no fresh snow, there's nothing better than getting the fresh corduroy. You could just hear your skis go down the corduroys, so that's pretty cool. But hey, Cameron, we're going to take it over to Beaver Creek because Ken is standing by with Rachel Levitsky. They got a party they're going to tell us about to celebrate the new McCoy Park. So let's bring it over to the Beav. Hi, guys.
Hey, good morning.
Hello.
She makes me happy. Like, as soon as she walks up, it's just boom.
This makes me happy. I am so excited to be here today. We are a little cold, but excited for sure. And here to tell you about the McCoy Park grand opening celebration in Beaver Creek Village. So tomorrow, 3 to 6 p.m. We've got so much fun festivities happening. Ken, have you been out to McCoy Park yet?
I have not. And let's get to the reason we're celebrating. It is tomorrow, 3 to 6. We're going to cover that. But Beaver Creek, it has another little nugget of wonderfulness for skiing and riding.
Nugget of wonderfulness.
And
I love it.
It's just like, just icing on the cake.
It
Tell
sure
our viewers.
is. And there's Trisha enjoying it on opening day. So top of Strawberry Park Express lift, or you can access it from Larkspur Express or the Upper Beaver Creek Mountain Express. 250 acres of natural groomable glade skiing. It is this open, bowl, serene environment. There's really nothing like it. You've got gorgeous views of the Gore Range, the Sawatch Range. You can see all the way down valley.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to see this because it was, 2-3 years ago, I heard from a little birdie. They're like, yeah, they got approval. They're going to put that chairlift in back there. And I was sitting around up at Mammy's deck.
Yes.
And some people were like, they're doing what? And I was like, no, man, that's the Holy Land right there. This will be sweet. Look at Trisha.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
hammering turns.
Gorgeous view from Mammy's deck. And like you mentioned, 2 new chairlifts, our McCoy Park Express and our Reunion lift out there. And then one of my favorite parts of McCoy Park is Eaton House, which we just dedicated on Tuesday. It's in honor of Earl Eaton, obviously a co-founder of Vail, and his son Carl Eaton is the director of lift maintenance here at Beaver Creek and really helped shape this McCoy Park project. So super special for the Eaton family, and it has this incredible deck. Great place to hang out.
This.
Yeah, you gotta go.
We had more footage of it. Perhaps they'll bring it up, but even if not, I know Carl. He's a friend of mine. Carl, little interesting fact about Carl is that he was born in the Red Lion.
Before it was the Red Lion.
Before it was the Red Lion, right? They used to have like a hospital down below.
He was the first baby born in Vail.
He was.
So.
That's exactly right. So you talk about going way back, and his father Earl, just such a legend and an iconic spirit that still resonates through our valley. So good job. And as if that didn't warm my heart enough, this does even more. Tell us about this.
Yeah, absolutely. So back to our event on Friday, 3 to 6 o'clock. These McCoy Park mugs for the first 300 people who come to the event. Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea is going to be serving hot chocolate in them. So warm your heart, warm your hands. We'll have cookie time, performances, remarks from our COO, Nadia Guerrero. We'll have live music. It's just going to be an amazing celebration of McCoy Park, and we can't wait for you to come and see it.
That's going to be fun. Even the Nadia is going to be out there.
Yes,
that's exciting. If you want to
absolutely.
see El Capitan of Beaver Creek, she's a wonderful human being. Be great to catch up with her.
Yes.
And this is a great opportunity for marketing and for the crews to meet up with the people and to hear the great things and maybe some, other things. And also, just like share. Like, let's get out there and like celebrate the mountain and be happy together.
I think that's part of what we really loved about grand opening. It was so festive and exciting, and we're bringing that experience into the village for anyone who hasn't been out to McCoy Park yet. Obviously kicking off a holiday weekend. Super excited to have you all out.
Good job on these.
Yeah, they're fun,
This
right?
is like a home defense weapon too. This
They're
is
heavy.
This is no lightweight little mug here.
Rachel, can I have a mug?
Oh, you guys, when those mugs came out, like Emma's like, what? We need to go. That's going to be so fun. Hey, Rachel, I got to ask you, are they going to bring out the pins, or were those just for the people that were at the opening? Oh, Ken, so you can get the pin. Okay, Ken, you got to see. Okay, I got this for you. Okay, look at this. Can you see the pin?
We'll come in tight. We're gonna come in. We're gonna have a gander at it.
There it is.
Yeah,
McCoy
there.
Park
Okay.
grand opening.
All right. Okay, so Ken, the pins, the mugs. I mean, it's fun. When you could be at the opening of something, it's fun to be able to get the goods. All right, and then Rachel, did I hear ice skating available too? Oh, you got yours.
Yes, ice skating. It's going to be so fun. Just come out, enjoy our brand new 250-acre expansion. Our employees have worked incredibly hard on this. It's been decades of planning and, an amazing amount of work in 6 months that we built this. So come out, enjoy it in the village, enjoy it out there on the mountain.
It's sweet. I love that area. I can't wait to get there. I promise I will be there soon. We have one more minute left, though, Trisha. I just wanted to ask her, this is now. We have so many viewers now around the world. Everyone's starting to plan their trips and watching our program.
For sure.
Give me a couple that are coming up in the next month. That'll be really good to go.
Ooh, fun coming up in the next month. So we kick off with this grand opening celebration on Friday night. Saturday and Sunday, we have our Beaver Creek Wonder celebration with a lot of fun festivities. We've got performances again, really exciting, live music, different things going on in the village. And then next weekend, we have winter culinary. So huge event for Beaver Creek. We're kind of a hidden foodie destination. I don't know if you knew that, Ken.
Secret's out.
Secret's out. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
We're standing right here at Hook, which is another great restaurant.
Hey, you know what, you guys? And then I know that Talents Challenge is coming up, later on in the winter. But instead of Talents Challenge, which is the 14 most difficult black and double black diamond runs in Eagle County, basically, Ken, maybe we could do the McCoy Park Challenge, and you ski or ride all 17 runs. I think we got to start. Let's do the McCoy Park Challenge. Ski all those runs.
I can't keep up with you. Number one, I have it. If I'll do that challenge, if you'll do the Ken Hovey Martini Challenge, and that is martini in the village, and then just one lap down to Bachelor Gulch, another martini, and then leave the Beav open now.
Leave the Beav is
Leave
open.
the Beav. I've got my son. He's 16, designated driver. To me, that sounds fun.
Maybe we throw in one more martini.
Oh, wait, I'll ask the key question. Can you go to Arrowhead now?
You can go to Arrowhead now.
Let's talk about that real quick.
Yep.
So we could do the triple martini challenge.
Oh,
We'll
geez.
see how the price goes. You can go. Everything's connected.
Yep, everything's connected, and Broken Arrow is open in Arrowhead now, which is a fun place to hang out. They got their little snow beach going.
I love it.
I love it.
So all 3 portions of Beaver Creek Resort. When you go to Vail, it's like a mile wide but 8 miles deep. At Beaver Creek, it's like just really wide. You've got Beaver Creek, Bachelor Gulch, Arrowhead.
Yes.
And each one of them is wonderful, and they're all open.
The village to village to village experience. Okay.
Should we make this our trophy for the challenge?
Yes, I love it.
Okay, perfect. So McCoy Park, the grand opening celebration party, 3 to 6 tomorrow. Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Rachel, for waking up early, getting on the show with us this morning. All right, we're going to take it to a quick break, and then we'll let you know how to, we're going to send you off for your day with a few tips.
It's winter and we are back.
Snow reports.
Grooming updates.
Road reports.
Party info. Food and fun.
We are VDL.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your LIV tickets today.
All right, we're about ready to wrap up the show. Let's bring in Cameron. Let's bring in Ken. We'll say goodbye. And once again, we've got Thursday Night Lights. Wait, what? What, Ken? I see you excited about something.
I got one.
Oh, you got yours already.
Wait, I want one.
Lucky duck.
Got one.
Okay, Cameron, did you get any prizes this morning?
No prizes. It's just a runny nose.
You're going to leave empty-handed. Okay, all right.
Trisha, real quick, I just wanted to say this. He didn't get to do it. When I had Ken on earlier doing the caricatures, he's like, Ken, I never actually got to yours. I thought the fishing one was it. Are you ready for this?
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, you've got your microphone. You've got the coffee, your hat. That's so cool. I love it. That looks like you. Oh, that's so sweet.
I appreciate it. He's so talented.
Yeah.
He just whipped that thing out. It's pretty cool. So again, go see him this afternoon and every day you can at Beaver Creek. Beaver Creek fills my heart with joy. I'm getting verklempt over here. I'm choking up. I mean, it's pretty awesome here. It's good to be back up at Beaver Creek.
I know. Thursday Night Lights tonight, so you can go see Ken Carpenter. He'll be there 4 to 6, and then get signed up for the Thursday Night Lights. Cameron, we're going to get you out there someday skiing underneath the fireworks. It's super cool. And then, Cameron, you're over by that Gorsuch Ski Cafe. What's the vibe? Is the line moved on already?
The line is moving. The lifts are turning here. Over here at Gorsuch, as you mentioned, because Ken was talking about how, warming the heart and warming your inside. So I was like, I'm going to get a coffee here. And then folks sitting around, just getting ready for their day and getting a little cup of coffee. I'm going to spin the camera really quickly. You can see up on the top of Pepe's face, you can really start to see the sun start to hit over there. But yeah, just beautiful things are happening over here in the village. People getting up on the hill, and it's going to be a great day over here.
Okay, yeah, it makes a big difference. That sun is going to really warm things up. We're going to be in the 40s today, everybody. And then tomorrow, a little bit of snow. Not a lot, just a little. Okay, hey, thanks, everybody.
Wait.
Yeah.
One thing, Trisha, I know it's the closing of the show, but we can talk for as long as we want.
Oh, I know.
One thing to remind people for this weekend, we really got to address, we brushed over it, was our traffic. Don't go anywhere this weekend. Don't go to Denver. If you're in Denver, second guess coming up, a little bit, or leave now, because MLK weekend, Martin Luther King Jr. weekend, it's like Christmas again.
It's going to be busy. Yep, it's going to be busy. Get out early, get ahead of the crowds. Yeah, leave early, drive early, and then tomorrow, I mentioned this earlier, slow your speed down and allow plenty of follow distance down. There we go. I love it. Oh, you know what? That's your split board. I was going to say you're a snowboarder, but that could be your split board that you're on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So funny. Crack it up, man. Life is short. Be a caricature.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, don't take yourself too seriously. All right, guys, thanks for being on the show this morning. Thanks for running around and in the cold. And hey, we will see you tomorrow. Don't forget McCoy Park Grand Opening Celebration Party. Get your pins, get your mugs.